What is going on, everyone? Does this Chinese meme token still have potential, and can it make a comeback? And the project I'm referring to is Chuan Pu, which is also kind of known as the Chinese Trump meme token on the Solana blockchain. Now, first thing you're going to notice before we look at the chart is it has been on a downtrend since the all-time high, but also you're going to notice that on most political charts. Now, there are kind of four categories that Chuan Pu fits in, which in my opinion gives it some potential to have a comeback. Number one, it is a Chinese token, right, which gives it that Chinese meta. Number two, it is a political token, which gives it that political meta. And then number three, follow me here on this one, it is a Trump token, which gives it that Trump meta. And when you look at political tokens still today, the largest political tokens are Trump tokens due to how strong the communities are. And then when you look at the fourth thing, it has a cartoon series, right? So it has that whole show type meta going for it, and it's currently on episode 2. So when we look at DEX tools here, you're going to see this chart has completely bottomed out, and a lot of people are going to notice that the hype has left the political sector as of right now. But as we get closer to the presidential election, which is early November, you're going to see hype come back into some of these political tokens, and the ones that are still building and doing their best to stay relevant has a better chance to have a nice comeback. And so when you look at the chart here, even though it's bottom completely out, it is still a sub 500k token here. And as you can see, liquidity is just 84k, and the liquidity has been burned as well. Now, when you look at the amount of holders, just a little bit over 2,200 holders, and then you can just see by the 24-hour volume here, the hype is definitely not here at this time. And this is actually when you can kind of take those higher risk plays, because this is definitely high risk and nothing is guaranteed. But when no one is talking about it and the project still has a pretty strong community and the team hasn't abandoned the project, it gives you a better chance to get in when it gets ready to go back up, if it goes back up, right? And so the all-time high currently is around, I believe, 22 million, give or take, and you can see it has just kind of pulled all the way back since then. And so with those four categories that I mentioned, I think that's what gives Chuan Pu the potential to have a potential comeback, because as I said before, the hype has pretty much left the political sector, but when it comes back is when you're going to start to see gains flow back in this sector for a short period of time. And so when you look at the Twitter here, you're going to see that this is their current episode 2 that they currently have. This is on Twitter as well that you can check out, and I'm also going to have their Twitter, their website, and the contract address for this in the description for you as well. They also make some really good art also that is pretty cool, which is something meme coins need to have if you want to be relevant in this space, because meme coins have come a very long way when it comes to different art and having art to be relevant in this space. And so as you can see, very well put together. So whoever their illustrator is doing a pretty good job. And then the last thing I briefly want to show you here is just the website. It's pretty basic. They do have a little buy now button, which is going to take you over to the Solana Jupiter DEX. You can see Chuan Pu, Supreme Leader. Here's the current contract address here, which I'm also going to have down in the description for you. Here's the current utility that they say Chuan Pu token holders can use these tokens to participate in project governance, voting, and obtaining rewards. But you got to do this on Telegram. All right. Pretty dope right here. This is a zero tax token, of course, as well. And that's pretty much it. And so for Chuan Pu, the biggest highlight for them right now is getting their episodes off the ground and getting more eyes on them, which they're actually doing a pretty good job. If we go right back to Twitter, you can see this came out July 25th, and they got around, almost 6K views, and they only have just 1,800 followers, right? Which is pretty good and pretty nice engagement. And so they can continue growing this as we get closer to that presidential election. This could be big for this project, but again, nothing is guaranteed. I'm never telling you to buy, holders sell. You have to make that decision for yourself. I'm just always bringing you different opportunities that could work for you or may not. All right, so let me know down in the comment section, what do you think about Chuan Pu? Because when it first launched, the hype was crazy, but now that it's kind of bottomed out, this could be a pretty good opportunity for those looking to take a higher risk play. Have a great weekend. I will catch you all next week.